highlight is the assemblyman from Harlem, who shared who sat on a blue ribbon panel here at the MTA. And it was said that the MTA was not doing an effective job of awarding contracts to minority-owned businesses. So on that recommendation, it was suggested that the MTA create a mentor program the same way that the SCA had created a program. And so as a leading sponsor in the State Assembly, Keith Wright sponsored a bill, and John Sampson sponsored a bill in the State Senate. In 2009, that bill fell because in our quest to bring you in, we stated that we were going to waive bonding for firms like yourselves. And the insurance industry put a hold on the bill. So the bill failed. So we worked the next 12 months by going up to Albany, knocking on a lot of doors, getting support for this program. And in 2010, the program was approved by both houses and signed into law by Governor Patterson, who signed that bill as the second bill during that session. And so there was some resistance at some of the agencies here about this kind of program wouldn't work. That the program was a great program for the school restructuring authority, but it's not going to be a good program for the MTA. And a former chairman and CEO by the name of Jay Walter, he put his foot down and he said that damn program is going to be incorporated in this agency. And so 6 years later, $197 million in contract awards, this program is flourishing. In the next 5-year capital plan, which as Bill indicated was approved last Friday by the governor, we have allocated 430 projects in this program, totaling $501 million. So you are in the right place at the right time, at the right moment. It's a perfect storm. There may be others coming behind me that will tell you that the MTA is a very difficult place to run. This program may not be for you. Shut them out. This program is for you. And as a matter of fact, I like having an up-close and personal relationship. So I want you to take down my email address. And if you have any issues or any thoughts about this program, I want you to contact me directly. That's mgarner at mtahq.org. Once again, that's mgarner, Garner, at mtahq.org. And lastly, you know, there are agencies who say that we like to help you, but is in violation of the state law, right? And that's the excuse that certain agencies use when they don't want to incorporate programs like this. So your next response should be, well, change the law. Because one thing is consistent. We all work for you. You are the taxpayers of the state of New York. Your taxpayer dollars fund programs and projects like this. And if we have barriers to entry that prevent you from working for government agencies like the MTA or other agencies, then it's incumbent upon us to create programs, to change laws, to bring in resources that's going to allow you to work for us the same way that a Skanska Civil or JetBlue and other firms like that work with the MTA. Because we understand, and the beauty of this program is that you're not working as a subcontractor to a larger contractor, not being paid for 6 months, right? Not getting treated with the common courtesy and respect that you should get treated with. So this program allows you to work for us as prime contractors. And we are going to pay you in 10 days. And for those of you who don't have bonding, we're going to waive your bonding during your first 4 years, because we have an internal bond that's going to wrap you up. right? And so all of those programs were created because we listened to what you had to say, that you want to be able to come in, to work, to grow, and to develop, and to start bidding on larger projects here at the MTA and beyond. And so back in January, at the State of the State, the governor of this great state, Andrew Cuomo, has outlined $100 billion in contract opportunities for the city of New York. We are talking about a $5 billion airport project. We're talking about a $3 billion upgrade to Penn Station. We're talking about a brand new $8 billion bus depot project that's going to be in Times Square. So the Port Authority that you know is going to be torn down. And there's going to be a new $8 billion Port Authority building that's going to be erected in Times Square. The MTA is a $29 billion project. And so you are in the right place in order for you to flourish in the city of New York. And those of us, like Bill Howe and myself, who are advising the mayor on his MWBE efforts, or lack thereof, right? The mayor, in a very, very short period of time, is going to come out with a robust MWBE program. And so what's going to happen is that the state agencies and authorities and the city agencies in the state of New York, we're going to be fighting for the same pool of certified MW and, in our case, PE firms. And so if you're not certified, now's the time for you to get certified, because historically speaking, we as government, we failed because we've only focused on outreach and certification. So we meet you at an event and we bring you back in and we get you certified. We take you through an arduous certification process, and then you can't work because the historical barriers to entry are still there. Not the right size projects, you don't have bonding, you don't have access to capital, and I forgot to mention that we've hired a bank, so when you win a contract here, you can apply for a loan up to $900,000 per contract. And so these programs, once again, are focused with you in mind. And so you are going to hear about Tier 1, which are contracts up to $1 million. Your bonding is waived. We pay you in 10 days. And then you may hear about Tier 2 in the federal program. So Tier 2 allows you to work on projects up to $3 million. And the federal program allows you to bid and work on projects up to $3 million. And a funny thing happened. Our funding source, our federal funding source, the FTA, we lobbied them to create a small business venture program. And it was taking us a year to get this program started. And so after a series of meetings in the White House in Washington, I said, listen, if job creation is the #1 issue in this country today, we have a mentor program that's funded by our state, the state funds these projects. And we are creating jobs, and we in addition are empowering the minority business population. Give us the authority to create a regional federal program, and we will create jobs in the same way as well. That was a Thursday, and they indicated that that they were having a senior staff conference call on Friday, and that they would bring this up. And they called us back on Monday and told us that our program was approved. And so we have created 4,000 plus jobs in the MW and DP community since this program has in fact started. And in the next 5-year capital plan, the $501 million projects that's going to be awarded this program, we're going to create 12,000 jobs in your communities. Because we understand that access to government contracts for firms like you creates jobs in your company, right? Right. And so, there is a avenue that's created for firms like yourselves a path to the middle class, a path to home ownership, better educational opportunities, and better healthcare opportunities. And so this program is for you. We are leading the field, and I'm happy that you're here this morning because you're serious. And so my only advice to you is for you to put everything in this program so you can maximize your opportunities and your growth and your business development. And so once again, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.